Okay, so I don't know how long this video is going to allow me to talk before it cuts me off. And I'm not ignoring anybody. I was in court for over 2 hours today, and then I had to go straight to get brakes because my brakes were literally about to go out. So that's what I've been doing. I've been going nonstop, and I'm just mentally and physically exhausted. So I do have a concussion, so forgive me. Today was a lot, and I don't know, I have a lot to cover here for anybody interested in knowing. So I got to court, and they brought out the Rebecca's report. Rebecca is a supervisor who I am paying $45 to exchange the kids, and then she like questions the kids for like a minute in the cold parking lot, and then they get into the car with Gino. And then the questions, she always asks them, do you have any concerns? And they say no, and that's basically it. So you guys read the report, and then it said that they weren't enthused and that they only showed acceptance. And she told the guardian that she's seen the kids enough to know that um, and knows them well enough now that they're not enthused, they're not acting enthused, they're acting like they just accept that they have to go see mom now, which is not the case. They're not enthused about having to meet with this weird witchy looking woman who's making them feel uncomfortable with these questions in a cold parking lot, and they've just accepted that. That's what they're not enthused about. But anyways, the guardian did come over. I do have heat now, thank God, but I did not have complete working heat when he was here. And he did mention that, my house is suitable, and that he has no parenting concerns, and that, but there are a couple, issues that are getting still fixed at the house. So we started with the rest. So they brought Gianna in Friday to do a testimony in the back. And then, we started with the rest of my emergency hearing, which consisted of the fake marriage and the vaccines and like no phone calls or whatever. So I had to go on the stand and tell the story and basically and tell the story about what happened at the dance studio, and then Eric D, Gino's attorney, questioned me, and then Eric D decided that he would call Gino to the stand, and he asked him a few questions, and then I was able to question Gino, which I questioned him for probably, I don't know, maybe like 25 minutes or so. So he did admit to the fake marriage and having a wedding ceremony, and he did lie a little bit about the vaccines, trying to say that he's the one that took them to the doctor, and that I just, he whatever, he like basically like he admitted to knowing like Caleb had issues, and yes, I'm like, do you remember doing CPR on him? And basically, he was just acting like the doctor that was our family doctor for years was just like whatever, just some doctor I found. But he was also Gino's doctor, so I got to say, well, is he your doctor as well? And how many times have you gone to him? And he's like, well, yeah, I mean, maybe like just a couple of times. But anyways, and he did say, like, the church is like trying to take me out, and they're trying to get me into trouble with my kids because they're mad because I'm telling about what they've done to my family and keep doing. So Judge Benetti asked who at the church is saying these things about her, and he said he named some names. He named three names, which I can't remember the one name, but it was for sure. He said Pastor Brady and Marianne Finch. So there you go. And Marianne Finch was my life group leader, and we were really close, and we worked together in children's, and we worked together at the church um, for many years. So, anyways, it's just interesting. I mean, it's sad and sick, but I mean, it's just, I mean, insane and comical that I can't even believe this is happening, and he's admitting this on the stand. So anyways, Judge Benetti doesn't see any case for an emergency there, and they're trying to act like charges were never filed on Melissa, even though Gino testified on the phone or on the stand that the police just called Melissa on Sunday and told her that she was being charged, and they also told me, and they said everyone in the courtroom, Judge Benoni, the guardian, and she sent back a court lady to check. They all say that there hasn't been charges, so they're just trying to act like there really hasn't been charges filed when there have been. I don't know. So then we started into the review hearing, which, was scheduled for today, which, and Gino's side is requesting that we now have these review hearings every 90 days instead of every 60 days, and that that we continue on with Rebecca's recommendation of me like never seeing the kids any more than the supervised and no more than 6 hours. So Rebecca, so two things. So, and Jonathan, my counselor, was supposed to do a report once again saying that he watched the YouTube videos again. So they sent him, even though he did watch the videos and he did confirm that he did, they sent him all the videos again anyways. And actually at my request, because anyways, they were supposed to send them again at the judge's request, and then they never sent them. So I had to request that please get these videos to him. Anyways, they did. And somehow in the court order, Jonathan and I both missed him having to do a report this time. I thought it was just that he confirmed that he watched the videos and reply through email, like, yes, I watched the videos, but she wanted like an actual report saying, like a written report, like, yes, I've watched the videos. And he didn't do that, so she's like really mad about that. So I had to step out in the hallway and start trying to get a hold of him, and I couldn't get a hold of him. So Judge Benoni wanted his phone number, and she called him. She wanted to put him on the stand right there over the phone. But he then texted me that he was in session till 9, and so then basically she's like, I cannot go forward without this. And then she also wants to bring Rebecka in because she doesn't understand why Rebecka said she doesn't recommend any more further visits, but doesn't give like a real reason why, and says like basically everything is fine. So why then, which then I will get to question Rebecka, and I will question the hell out of her, and including how she said to me in the hallway at one of her supervised visits a few months ago that she hopes I would at least get every other weekend next. And, she just can't believe any of this is happening. And I have the worst luck. So anyways, so she's going to do a hearing as soon as possible. She says as soon as she can fit it into her schedule. And the hearing is going to be for Jonathan to now have. Jonathan's now going to be drugged in to testify, even though he already did send a letter today, like within 15 minutes of me leaving court. He called me, typed up a letter, sent it over. Hopefully that will be enough, but if not, he's getting called in to testify about that he's seen the videos and he thinks people have free speech. And okay, I was mad that my kids were taken and I was talking about it. It's fine, he's seen the videos, he said that, and now he's watched them twice. And anyways, and then yeah, and bring Rebecka in, so that'll be next. And then I guess we'll decide what she's going to do with me next as far as the review hearing goes. If I think of anything else, I'll tell you. But yeah, it was just an interesting day. I'm stressed out. I'm moved into this new place. I'm dealing with the issues here, and it's not fun. But it's better. It's fine. So, okay, thanks.